The pick is in.
With the number 20 selection, the Denver Broncos select Jahdae Barron, cornerback from Texas, presented by LinkedIn. Here to talk about this with me, break it all down, it's Sayre Bedinger, one of the hosts over at Locked On Broncos. And Sayre, plenty of ways Denver could have gone with this pick. Now, we know Denver's defense was dominant last season. They add to it Pat Surtain, Riley Moss, now Jahdae Barron added into the fold. How do you like the pick and how do you like the fit?
Well, really excited about the pick because felt like outside of Travis Hunter, this was the best corner in the draft. And we know the Denver Broncos and George Paton, since his first draft with the team, they love taking corners high. It's not the first time fans have been upset with George for taking a corner over some more coveted Ohio State offensive players, which he did with Pat Surtain when Justin Fields was still on the board back in 2021. So love the player, very versatile, love the fit because I feel like he can slot right into that nickel corner position with Pat Surtain and Riley Moss on the outside.
Would you have preferred a running back? I know that a lot of people were maybe talking about the potential of a Marion Hampton being the pick here. Or do you think that Jahdae Barron was too good of a talent to pass up at 20?
I think he was too good to pass up at 20 with the quality of depth at running back in this draft. And I think the Broncos really believe what George Paton said before the draft started at his pre-draft presser, which is we can get starting caliber guys in rounds 2 through 6. And I don't think that was just a GM saying stuff to fluff up a draft class, right? I think he really believes that. And so you go get the best guy on your board. And it's nice that the Broncos are in position to be able to do that after, they were still searching for a quarterback just last year.
And now Denver still has plenty of options as the draft rolls along. You mentioned running back later, maybe with how the draft is in terms of depth at that position. Where else are you looking for Denver to strengthen as the draft goes along?
I think playmakers around Bo Nix is the biggest thing. Running back, obviously, they thought maybe potential of a wide receiver in round 1, potential of a tight end in round 1. So I would say be keeping an eye on those positions. But the Broncos also really like the defensive line in this particular incoming class. So wouldn't be shocked even if they go back-to-back defensive picks here.
And you can get continuous coverage of the Denver Broncos. You can subscribe to Locked On Broncos wherever you get your podcasts. And for more on Jahdae Barron, let's hear from Locked On Longhorns, who spent a lot of time covering Jahdae Barron up close.
Jahdae Barron is that missing piece that your team's defense has been looking for. What's up, guys? BK, Brad Kellner here from Locked On Longhorns with a quick draft profile on Texas DB Jahdae Barron, maybe the most versatile player in this entire draft. How good is Jahdae Barron? This guy was an all-conference player at nickel back in 2023. He switched positions to play outside corner in 2024, and he won the Thorpe Award as the best defensive back in the country. Real deal right there. He can play corner. He can play nickel. He can play safety. He can play down in the box. He is a defensive coordinator's dream because of his versatility. Jahdae Barron was a huge part of Texas's success these last 2 years. He is a winning player that will undoubtedly get the job done in the NFL. For more on the Texas Longhorns, subscribe to Locked On Longhorns on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.